Changing the Youth, the hottest podcast in the city. Got with me J Maro. Welcome back in the building, man. Welcome back in the city. And good having you back. 2 years. 2 years since our last outing.
Reunion.
Yeah, man. It's a reunion.
Past 2 years, bro. It's been crazy, bro, because my daughter actually moved to Arizona.
Okay.
So I've been flying to the West Coast a little bit more. And then when she comes out here for her vacations and whatnot, then I just go and, take that time off and just really take that time off to chill with her, spend some time with her, get on daddy mode, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then just lock in on that. So that's really the time I take away from it. And then
So she's been out of state.
Yeah.
So she your only daughter, right? She's your only child. Okay.
Yeah, man.
So what, more time for music, or do you feel like that created a different space for you where you're, concentrating on things other than music?
I'll say both, you feel me? Because right now, I'm really trying to get it together still as far as like trying to make it happen on my part for her.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because the reason why she moved to Arizona was she's straight now, you feel me?
Yeah.
So, but now it's just like, I'm just diving in and figuring out life, but also like figuring out how to continue progressing the music.
Yeah.
And, networking and meeting people and putting the work and the money and the time and just the energy into relationships with the right people. You feel me? That's where I'm at right now.
100%. I feel that, man. What do you think about, how would you compare today with, 2 years ago when we last talked, like as far as just the atmosphere of music and whether it's South Florida or just your peer group? Do you feel like it's a better time now than then, or what kind of new discoveries have you made about the music culture today? Like, is it more difficult or is it easier than before?
I say it got a little bit easier, and where I'm at in life right now, I actually like with my peer space and all that, I'm actually in a good space right now with good people around me.
Yeah.
And but aside from that, bro, it's just like I'm really just trying to again keep those relationships intact, right? Because those people have helped me get to this place.
Yeah.
So now it's like, now that I'm here, I feel like I've gotten into a different element with my music, and now I've really been able to dive in my craft.
Yeah.
And then, all the experiences that I was dealing with at that time, just do it into that tape. You feel me? All the stuff that I was learning and whatnot. So now I definitely feel like I'm in a more creative space. I definitely feel like now that I came to the point where I feel like I found me behind that microphone. You feel me? In lesser words. And I love it now, bro, because now I just get behind that mic and just really just do me, bro, and not feel the need to go and mimic something. Don't get me wrong. There's always inspiration.
There's always inspiration.
Take the inspiration. But as far as like trying to go and be somebody, man, this is me, and I love and I embrace this. And people have embraced me for who I am, bro, and the way I am. So why would I change that? You feel me?
Yeah, there's no reason to. There's no reason to. It's like you're in your natural habitat right now. So it's always a good thing. Your album Jamel, is it Jamel?
Yeah.
Jamel. Your album Jamel with the with what looks like your baby picture.
Yeah.
On there.
Probably like 3 or 4, I want to say.
Yeah. That album, man. I mean, you just put that together, August 31st.
Yep.
27 songs to include, radio edit songs on there.
Yeah.
Which was cool that you did that. You got some features on there, some names I recognize. But everybody that you got on a feature on that album, which aren't a lot of people, but I just noticed that those individuals really complement your sound too.
Yeah.
J Wall, who I see on there, and I like that record, 1,000 Miles. So shout out to him. The record, being honest, with GMC, I love that record too.
Yeah.
That's a dope record. So I think everything that you have on here with a feature are also like some crazy records as well. So it was also good to experience that you have these connections with these individuals in the studio, and you guys were able to make some dope records out of it.
For sure, for sure.
So what was the original process of making this album? It just felt like album time, or like how long have you been working on this?
So, man, like I said, these songs all these songs from start to finish were all from about 2020 into 2023.
Really?
You feel me?
Yeah.
So Beach Ave was probably the earliest song. So what I tried to do was all the songs be in chronological order with Tom. So, but man, locking into this, bro, I felt like it was just Tom. Like the people were asking for a solid body of work. You feel me? At least my people, the people I'm close to in my music.
Yeah.
And they were like, yo, go into like tape mode, bro. And I've always had people tell me, like, yo, when you go into tape mode or album mode, you know, like you in a different realm with it, because like people tell me I'm pretty good with constructing bodies of work, right?
Yeah.
But with this, man, I just wanted to really just give them me, really dive into who I am. And when I dropped History, right, I feel like, yeah, it was 5 songs. I got one hit off of that, Celebration. You feel me? To this day, people still rock that song.
Yeah.
And but it was like a part 2 of that. So with Jamel, I wanted to really come out and like, all right, I dropped his story, but now let me really give him the story. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it was just like I said, just really explaining where I'm at in life and who I am, and basically just how I see life in my perspective.
100%. I mean, you're talking about family on that record.
Yeah.
On that album, you're talking about friends. You know, you're really giving some personal insight into your life and your everyday surroundings. And I'm kind of surprised to hear that it's from 2020, this album, because it sounds, I mean, did you have to re-record anything, or you just straight up pulling songs from 2020 and putting it together?
Honestly, I didn't even have to re-record anything, bro, because it was just like, when I recorded them songs at the time, I feel like those songs were already ahead of time from the music I was putting out already at that time.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So I was like, oh, hold up. If I give them this now, they're not going to appreciate it. You feel me?
Yeah.
But if I continue to work at the craft, you feel me? And then I started dropping singles. And then, like I said, got into album mode, bro, just back into EP mode. And I was like, but those songs were already ahead of their time. So I feel like the first half of that tape was from like 2020 to 2022, and then the last half of that tape, like Make a Toast, Lonely at the Top, all those were like this is actually current time of what's going on.
Okay.
You feel me? So it was just like how they kind of start a movie backwards, and then they move it to actually what's going on. That was kind of like what I was really trying to do. Like,
that's awesome. Making a Toast is a nice celebratory record that I enjoy as well, and I think that says a lot about your consciousness as an artist to make a record like that, that can represent a moment in time. But that's a record that, you know, I can see being played for your accomplishment or for the accomplishment of somebody else. It's just one of those records that can be a club banger as well. Yep. And also a record that somebody can personally enjoy. So what's your favorite record on that album, do you think? Or I wouldn't say favorite, but what was the record you really enjoyed the process of making?
Man, I'd be lying to you if I told you I only had one. Why? Yeah. Because like all them songs meant so much to me.
Yeah.
Because of the reasons why I wrote all those songs.
Yeah.
But I say if I had to choose one, I would say Risk Taker.
Yeah.
And the reason why was because I was going through another phase in life where people were like, yo, bro, why you still pushing this? You know, like you getting older now. You feel me? And it's time to put this down. You feel me? But it was just like, bro, nothing happens overnight. You feel me? And none of these artists don't get me wrong, like the Lil Tyler's and stuff, that's a whole different conversation because they so marketable and they got time. You feel me?
Yeah.
But if you look at people like Future, Fabio Foreign, all these cats blew out late.
Late, yeah.
Drake blew up like 27, which I just turned 27 damn near a week ago and some change. You feel me? But yeah, man, risk taker, and I would probably say low key too.
Low key, yeah.
Yeah, and the reason why was because that one I feel like that was where I was really talking about how my relationships were kind of either they were holding up or bridges were starting to burn. You feel me? So with that one, man, that was just like, yo, it's time to separate myself. You feel me? From whoever I was around that wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why that song is just so important to me because it's just like, yo, even if I'm alone, whatever, bro, just keep going, bro, because God gonna put the right people around me. You feel me?
And I'm sure that record speaks to an audience as well. That's the beautiful thing about music is when the more you can be, the more your music is relatable to you, the more it'll be relatable to somebody else. Because, you know, we're living similar lives in a way. So I actually enjoyed those records that you named as well, man. I think there's not I'm not even trying to gas you up. I don't think you have a bad record on this album.
Yo, you're the second person to tell me that.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have a bad record on here, man. This is like Gunna's new album, man. This is like you calling an ISO on this album for sure, man. So facts. Yeah, man, it's fire. So what went through your mind? What was the idea behind dropping it with the radio edits on there?
All right, so there was a couple of reasons why I did that actually.
Like, why not make it a separate album?
That was what I was literally about to get to. I apologize to everybody. You feel me? But y'all can't blame me. Why? Because people will ask you for a whole separate album, right? Or, you feel me, you'll release a song, people will be like, yo, send me the link.
Exactly.
Then you got thumbs. Go and type it up. It ain't hard. If I'm saving your Apple list somewhere, your Spotify should be right there as soon as you open up the app. You feel me? So I apologize, but at the same time, don't hold me because y'all know y'all be lazy sometimes. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's right there. You want the radio, you at work, you feel me? You around the kids, whatever. Boom, you got the radio edit. Okay. And if you alone, you vibe or whatever, you still got the regular versions on the same tape. So. But I was trying to separate it. DistroKid was just giving me a hard time.
Yeah. So. No, I figure, man. And you got a few remixes as well.
Yeah. So the remixes, you feel me? And I appreciate what you said, bro, about the adding those extra features on it, bro. Because shout out to J-Wall, shout out to GMC. Free my dog Gutter right now because he dealing with some stuff. Yeah. But praying for my dog. But dog, when we locked into when I was here with them, you know, making these songs, man, it was just a different vibe. Yeah. You feel me? So J-Wall just be like, yo, send me some. So I try to make sure I send something to J-Wall that, you know, we both gonna compliment each other on. Yeah. And then same thing with the other two, but bro, I feel like the part twos were fire because one, it kind of bring a southern element to the tape. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Even though I kind of feel like I kind of had that already a little bit, but you know, it just bring a different perspective. Like, okay, you saw it from my eyes. Now I'm gonna pass it to my homeboy real quick so he can tell his story, his story real quick. You feel me? And
a different layer.
Yeah, and I also felt like it was necessary. You feel me? Because I felt like if you enjoyed the first part, then you should enjoy the second part. Mm-hmm. Because now it's like, okay, what's part two now? You feel me? Yeah. But yeah, they all them boys snap, bro, and I appreciate all them boys to the max, bro, for sure.
Oh man, you guys definitely complimented each other very well on that record. And then, you know, I feel like it wasn't intrusive. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like maybe was during the process of this, was there a lot more creative freedom to it, or did you have to tell them kind of what direction you wanted them to take it?
To be honest, bro, I just gave them, when they heard the songs, they were already like, yo, bro, you laid out, you threw the alley-oop already. I just got to finish it off, you feel me? So, yeah, bro, they really totally had creative freedom, you feel me? Yeah. And when they sent it back, bro, I was just hyped. I was hyped because I was like, yo, this is again, different element. This is what I think people are gonna enjoy. You feel me? So yeah, they did their thing, bro. They sent me back what they sent me back, and I was completely satisfied. Plus, bro. So
No, for sure. No, they didn't drop the ball, man.
nah, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, man. So what's next after this album though? Because you got the album out, you dropped that recently. Is this leading on to something else? Because I know, like when you just said just then, a majority of this is from 2020. So this is not even J Maro as we know him now. You probably got a bunch of stuff in the works as well.
Right.
So is this a momentum? Are you carrying on the momentum of this album to another project, or you what are we gonna get here in the near future?
Oh yeah, for sure. This is definitely carrying the momentum to something bigger. You feel me? I'm definitely still plotting. We still working. We still got a lot of things in the works. But at the same time too, I just feel like with this, now I finally got that out right. So now I feel like, okay, since I know who I am, you feel me? Behind that mic, bro, I'm gonna just give them who I am, just raw and uncut. You feel me?
Yeah.
And just really switch the vibe. So now I've been coming with a little bit more trappier beats, less auto tune. You feel me? Just raw lyrics. You feel me? And it's also been challenging me to elevate my pen. You feel me? So I also enjoy it. Cause
that's one thing you can't miss.
Yeah.
I can't miss with your music is the pen work always shows, and you are at a lyrical level now that, I mean, I guess even then, since this is a lot of these are older tracks, you always have been. Even with the shows, I can tell, like when you speak into the mic, you're able to capture people's attention with the words that you're speaking almost instantly, with the way you lay it down. So that's always been a strong suit of yours. And like, where do you think you are now with that? Are you better, or do you feel like you had to dumb it down? Do you feel like you had to level it up? Like where are you at with actual lyricism? Something that's not very popular nowadays, but then you have certain artists like the industry, J. Cole's and Kendrick's, that make it easy to digest. Yeah. And I feel like you have the same skill set where you make it easy to digest within your songs.
Thank you, bro. Nah, that's pretty much where I'm at. So I don't feel like I had to dumb it down, right? I just feel like I had to slow it down because I feel like I was saying too much. You feel me? As far as not like creating space in the actual music, to where I'm saying too much that like a bar is not actually getting processed before the next bar is coming in. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, for instance, that's why I said I love Risk Taker. You feel me? Because the spacing on that track, bro, was it was incredible, bro. I heard that beat.
That beat is crazy. Yeah.
And one thing about me, bro, when I hear music, especially the beat, if I'm finna get on it, it's because it already spoke to me. Mm-hmm. But inside, bro, that's something that just has me going, bro. Like, yo, just keep vibing and it's gonna come to you. You feel me? So, but with that one, bro, it's really just spacing it out, but really speaking, bro, and really testing my pen, but to the point where, like, bro, people are gonna be able to digest it. It's not super mass. I'm not saying no crazy ass words, but the wordplay is what's gonna catch their attention. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. So
there's always that beat that makes you able to express yourself easier than others. Like when you come on and you just feel like it's not even you writing anymore. It's just coming from whatever source it is.
Nah, I feel like that sometimes. I do.
Yeah.
I definitely do feel like that sometimes, for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. What do you think is an underrated bar from that album that you feel like people probably went over people's heads, or maybe even if it's not that complicated, but it's a bar that you feel like people should pay more attention to?
Damn. Now you got me thinking, bro, because that's a lot. Let me see. like dig through a needle in a haystack.
Yeah, you
like,
got because you got a lot of lyrics in there, man.
I wish I would have thought about that question before I came, because now you got me bamboozled on here.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, that's not an easy question to answer.
No.
But I'll put it like this. In that record, in that album, like what's a record you feel like, a specific record that you feel like wasn't gonna make it on there? Maybe just on the vulnerable aspect, you felt like, okay, should I give him this, or is it like, am I saying too much on this record?
30,000 feet. 30,000 feet. That was actually a last minute call. That was pretty much like an audible. But the last verse of that song was where I really dug deep. Where I was just like, yo, people were trying to label me, tell me what I can and what I can't do, and where I was just at in spirituality.
Yeah.
But I wasn't trying to come off self-righteous. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I was also trying to, like, yo, I'm in the same boat as y'all. Yeah. But we gotta check ourselves when it's time to check ourselves. You feel me? But with that one, yeah, bro, that was one that I think that it was almost like nah, we're not gonna throw it in there. But I feel like I needed it because I needed more up tempo. You feel me? Music towards the end of the tape. So
nice, man.
30,000 feet.
Okay. Yeah, man. What's challenging about putting out an album? With your experience now, just as an independent artist, what's the challenging aspect of it? Is it as easy as just recording it, putting it together, and then deciding a release date, or what all comes with it?
For me, I think the most challenging thing is making sure the body of work is actually coexistent. You feel me, with each other, because nowadays I don't feel like people drop bodies of work that, like, from the first song to the last song, there was a whole theme, a whole storyline.
Yeah.
And everything was just like ingredients that added into that, you feel me?
Yeah.
But I feel like the most challenging thing is just making sure that you put together a body of work that is cohesive with it. It's just really cohesive. And then at the same time, marketing it.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Marketing it.
Yeah.
Like straight up. That's the main thing I'm on right now. Marketing,
yeah.
networking, marketing, promoting, and really just staying active on my Instagram pretty much. And I've been on TikTok now. I'm late to the game, but
yeah. Oh yeah, I think a lot of people are. We are as well. But it's you almost have to organize your yourself as a business and make sure that you have these different facets set up as far as marketing goes, and even some artists need an administratively they need someone to do that, just because to kind of manage their PR almost.
Yeah.
But what are the three, like at least three things that you feel like you've implemented that you didn't have before?
I would say definitely going to network with people. You feel me? And just putting myself out there.
That's a huge one, yeah.
Kind of just like, yo, when I'm not around the music scene, it's a different story. But if I'm there and it's a music scene, there's people there that I could connect with, then I'm just throwing myself out there.
Yeah.
You feel me? I would say now too, getting better with the marketing and the promotion, and just staying consistent. You feel me? So consistency. And what else? And I feel like I'm gonna say with the shows and stuff, like really just working on who I am as a performer.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because that's also a part of the game. And I haven't really been performing as much lately, but I did perform not too long ago, bro. And man, I had a blast, bro, because it was just like it wasn't that many people there.
Yeah.
I was I had a little anxiety and shit, but bro, man,
It's just always good to get in front of.
yeah. and I don't care if it's 5 or 10 people now. And it's more of a self-conscious thing on why I get anxiety. To be honest, I don't even know why I deal with it anymore.
Yeah.
But nah, bro, I got up on that stage, and as soon as it happens at every show, as soon as they call my name, all that shit just leaves.
Just goes away. Yeah.
Like now you got caught up to the spot. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, you either gonna look shaky up there, or you just gonna give it your all. So now really just connecting with people on that aspect and really just putting on a show and you know, I feel like what makes people connect with me, right? Because I ain't gonna lie, the majority of the artists at that show follow me. Shout out to all of them. You feel me? And it was fire because I was there like, man, people are probably gonna be on that ego, is, you know, stroking their ego in this piece because there's not that many people here. You feel me? So, but bro, I do this. That's the attitude. I do this, bro. Y'all could sit here and y'all could talk about y'all do this, but it's a difference when y'all record. Y'all doing it in the studio, you working on your craft, right? But then you actually going to perform that, and you believe in that so much, dog. And I compare it to like a basketball game in the NBA. Nigga, like Curry can't go up there, you know, in a finals game, being shaky.
You gotta perform.
You feel me? You gotta perform. You gotta do it. You gotta put all that down, and it's just you in the court. You feel me? Yeah. So with me, it's just me in the studio, me in the booth, me. And the stage, me and the audience, and me, it's just me. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
It's interesting, like with anxiety, because you brought up anxiety. The thing about it is, not many people, depending on their, it really just depends on how they were raised and how they understand their emotions. But not many people understand the difference or can, you know, tell the distinction between being anxious and being excited. Sometimes that's what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might just be excitement.
Yeah, it definitely be excitement.
But yeah, it reveals itself as anxiety.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of rejecting that emotion.
And I be there like, just like, damn, bro, I hope I don't fuck up. I be there sometimes with one of my AirPods in, just playing it, you feel me?
Yeah.
But shit, like I told you before we started, bro, like now I'm learning to embrace my imperfections, you feel me?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think you're right. I think it is more or less excitement presenting itself as that, because like I said, once they call my name, dog,
it goes, it
completely goes away. It's like a different realm. So,
I used to get the same feeling, like, because when I used to play sports, when I used to be an athlete, go out there, play basketball. Every basketball game would be the same way. You get the bubble guts. You like, oh man, like gotta go out there, all these people, whatever it is. But man, as soon as that ball go up, man, it's game time. Like you're not even thinking about it. Just taking it away a little bit from the music. I know I can tell, well, even by the music, with what you say, I can tell family is a big thing to you. Yeah. That's something you value. What's your perspective on on family and just overall, just an overview of where we are socially? Because I personally think we're in a state where there's always different things out there trying to tear families apart.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's a system that work against family. So, you know, do you view it as that, or what are you seeing out here? Do anything scare you as a father, having a kid and in the world that we're living in today?
Definitely, bro. I would say I definitely see what's like. I'm not oblivious to what's going on. You feel me? But I'm not gonna be in fear of it. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I still feel like we in control of our own destiny. And on a spiritual note, I feel like I'm already spiritually free. So in the physical, I just got to deal with whatever's here until, you feel me, my afterlife. So, but I definitely see what's going on. It definitely, alarms me a little bit now that I got a daughter. Yeah. It's like, okay, now I got to be a little more wary of her. And not even just now, just, even later when she's a teen and going into her adulthood and whatnot, because all the stuff that's going on with the trafficking and all this, like, it's crazy. So as a dad, I ain't gonna lie, that sometimes, bro, be like, oh man, I want to be able to deal with that. I'll go crazy.
Yeah.
You feel me? But nah, yeah, man. I just really just been trying to spend time with the loved ones who really been helping me, who've been taking care of me, who've been teaching me, who've been holding me down. And unfortunately, not everybody's like that in family and even with friends.
Oh, absolutely.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But I think I've came to a space, bro, where I like when things reveal themselves. You feel me? I like when things are transparent, for the good or for the bad. You feel me? And the last couple months, I've been dealing with a lot of good and the bad. But tell you what, I feel like I love that it happened and a lot of things revealed themselves, because now I feel like I'm free from all of it. You feel me? So now I just keep people where they at. Okay, keep these loved ones close. Keep these other loved ones, you know, a little bit more at a distance.
Yeah.
And same thing with friends, bro. But right now, bro, after losing my grandma last year, that's really what been having me locked into this family time. You feel me? Yeah. So, and I spoke about that on numerous songs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All With Me, freaking Lonely at the Top, and Even Make a Toast. You feel me? So all those are just, I wouldn't be here without none of them, without Stizzy, without all the people who just helped me. Everybody. So.
Yeah, you spoke on a good point in recognizing, appreciating to a degree when things are transpired, when things are revealed to you. A lot of people get upset about that or let it consume them emotionally. Like when something happens, you're like, oh, like this person is this person is that. And you let that energy override. But I'm very similar in the same way, whereas if something reveals itself as a snake, you recognize that it's a snake and then you move accordingly. Yeah. But you could leave it where it's at because now you know where the danger is. And, when people treat you a certain way or people present themselves a certain way, then you just take that into account and, make a mental note of that or separate yourself from that. But there's no need to feed more energy into that kind of thing. And also we are all products of our environment. So it's no surprise with how quickly you elevating and just the quality of the music you make and the music you're putting out. Given, if we're looking at the company you keep and Steezy Racks and, everybody else that you have featured on that album. For sure. Do you currently have a team of people with your music, or you come 100% just independent, just yourself?
No, I definitely got a team.
Okay.
For sure. You feel me? Anybody who comes up on here and says they're independent by themselves, doing everything by themselves, I'm not going to say that they ain't one person out there doing it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is you can't hold the camera and be shooting yourself at the same time to get a quality video. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Now, the recording is a different story, but...
Because you produce as well, too.
Nah, engineer.
You're engineer, okay.
Now I'm engineering. So the tape, I actually mixed and mastered that whole tape by myself.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Hell yeah, man. Sounds great.
Thank you. Got the double check basically by Stizzy. He ran through it, made sure everything was good. Bomb. And once I got the okay from him, he was like, yo, everything sounds prominent, bro. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay. So again, that's another part because that's the second set of ears that I value because of who Stizzy is, you feel me? Yeah. So and again, I appreciate him, bro, because of him and the time that he invested into helping me become a better engineer. That's how that project came out. Mm-hmm. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not the most perfect, you feel me? But at the same time, it's like, bro, for me to have done that, you feel me? Not many people are even able to do that. So I appreciate it, and I appreciate the people who put me in that position to be even able to do that. Yeah, man. So, for sure. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't have the same ears as you guys do, but it sounds great. It sounds like it sounds perfect, man. I was driving here listening to it as well, and my car agreed. My car was like, yeah, man,
No,
it's fire. I recommend everybody to go check it out, man. Jamel.
Surprised you wasn't overheating on the way.
Oh yeah. I almost burnt on the road, man. Jamel's out right now. Uh, this is your only album, the only project you dropped this year.
Yes, the only project I dropped this year.
Yeah. So that's out right now, man. 27 songs. He's got all type of versions on there for you. He makes it easy. It's right there in front of your face. But I can imagine, man. Like we're gonna get what are you gonna do any music videos for any of these records?
I'm glad that you just bring that up because now I get something to wrap around with the last question you just asked. Yeah. So back with the team, yeah, bro. So I got Tonio. If you go on YouTube right now, there's a video for Risk Taker. There's a video for Low Key. There's a video for Lonely at the Top.
Okay.
And at the top of my head, that's what's out right now, if I'm not mistaken. But now, yeah, so I got Tonio, which is another person on my team, bro.
Videographer.
For real. Videographer. Beast, you feel me? Since the first video we shot 12 a.m. till now. Okay. Man, like, I love working with that kid, bro. He's a freaking beast with the camera. One of my other boys, Eddie, who just proposed to me, like, yo, I want to shoot for you. This is work, you feel me? So with the reels and stuff that I've been dropping recently, pretty much he's been sending me the raw footage. I'm just releasing some content just until I get the actual footage. Mm-hmm. But he's been shooting for me and just doing small like stuff just to stay consistent. And then the people who are just pretty much shout out to all the DJs who's playing my stuff. DJ 808. A lot of people bro, too many people to name. There's so many people who are helping me drive this force forward. You feel me? And that's why I said before, like it's really difficult for anybody to come up here without making somebody else feel uneasy about what you about to say. To sit here and say that you do everything by yourself.
You do everything by
You feel me? Because this is a team effort, bro. And like that's why I said make a toast. You know, make a toast is basically acknowledging that. Like, yo, if you taught me anything from how to take out a breath inside a vocal, you feel me, to anything to basically teaching me how to do a DJ blast, bro, you taught me something. And because of that knowledge, now I'm able to elevate my craft, you feel me? So
no one does it alone. You may not have an organized team or consistent team, but the producers make it happen too. Yeah. The engineers make it happen. Those fans, those core fans make it happen. That's sharing nonstop. So it's music it's very impossible to do it by yourself. All credit due. Independent artists do have to make the initiative to put all of that together and reach out to these people and make these connections. But very, very mature of you to point out the fact that it does take a village for sure.
No, it definitely does take a village, my boy. You feel me? And I stand on that for sure. Even like you feel me?
Yeah.
Me even being able to get on your platform the first time and even, show your platform and you're following who I am. You feel me? That was just like, yo, all these little things matter.
Yeah.
You feel me? And shoot, let's say something does happen to me in the near future and I'm on bigger platforms. You know what I always think and I love, bro, that whenever they ask me like, yo, who was the first person that was putting you on, or who were the first set of people, or groups, I could just shout all y'all out, bro. You feel me? And just put y'all on and really just give y'all flowers at that point of time when I get there, bro. And that's what I appreciate, bro.
No, that's love, man. That's love, man. We want to give everybody their flowers too. I think it's very important. I always say, we're changing the youth media. Me personally, I can't stop if I wanted to. Because there's always an artist out here working, man. You guys reach out and put us to work. And even if I felt like I didn't want to put anybody I don't want to say I put anybody on necessarily. I don't put nobody on. I believe in people, and then I share it to who I can, and if people believe in you too, they believe in you too.
Yeah.
But
And to an extent, though, it is partially true because if you presenting somebody to your audience,
Yeah.
you feel me, and if your audience loves them,
yeah,
not to sit there and you made their career. That's not the. But I'm
Yeah.
saying in that and what you could have done in your little circle, in your world, your matrix, you put them on in that.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it's again all love, bro.
yeah, it's all love.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm rocking with the shoes, man. I'm rocking with the shoes. They hard.
Love these joints.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
I actually saw some kid with them one time. I was getting some food. I was like, yo, I ain't never seen them.
Yeah, they two different camos.
Yeah, they actually got 3, bro. They got
yeah.
this like floral pattern, the army joint, and the center joint. So
They two different ones, or like you just wearing like two different ones?
nah, so
They come like that.
here, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
shit.
That's hard. That's why I saw. I was like, yo, what is them? Bro, I went on. I think I went on Goat, bro. Got
Yeah.
them for a
Oh, yeah,
steal,
Goat.
bro.
Yeah, Goat,
what?
yeah.
It was like I saw them. I was hyped. I saw the price. I was even more hyped, bro.
Yeah, lock it in. They
2 days
said.
later, that was at the door. But I was
Let's
like,
go. Yeah, I might have to get on Goat.
Nah, yeah, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Man, I appreciate you coming through,
For
sitting
sure,
down
bro.
with me. We got to sit down again real soon. We're gonna do a double take this year, probably before the year ends. I definitely wanted to just cover this album because it's incredible. That's an incredible album you just dropped, and it's one of those ones that I can actually go on my Spotify and I'm gonna be playing that as well and keeping it in rotation. Because I won't lie to nobody. There's not everybody's music who I play, on the personal. But you got some your records, or I think this year I could say, for me personally, from the city right now, whose records I've been playing on repeat. I've played everybody's, but I like Beach Boys. I like Beach Boy right now. Steezy actually dropped a tape that's crazy as well, fire. And I think, your tape is going toe to toe with that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. I'm like, so and your tape, I'll probably be 3 from the city, and obviously them boys out there. Maury Montana, he's been dropping more singles, but I've been rocking with his as well. Everybody from the Mafia is pretty. They drop pretty good music.
Shout to them. Yeah, bro.
But yeah, man. We're gonna keep an eye on you and see where this tape goes, man. You just dropped it, so I'm sure it's gonna be out of there.
Just dropped. Got 100K streams already.
Yeah.
And hit a crazy algorithm on Spotify.
Yeah.
But I'm just staying humble, bro. None of that. I'm just me, bro. I'm Maro. I'm cool. I'm laid back.
Let's do it. Yeah, hell yeah.
Work. You already know what it is. Jamel on all streaming platforms. Going to stream that. Yeah, man. City. Shout out City.
Changing the
Love
youth.
this platform, bro. For real. For real.
Appreciate you, brother.
Even the name. I told you that when I first met you. The name
Yeah.
is I love it, bro. It's fire. It's
Nah,
so
I
meaningful.
appreciate. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It's meaning behind everything we do, man. This is bigger than music, bigger than me, bigger than you. We know we gonna be old, we gonna be gone, but the youth will always be here. The youth is forever, man. Like there's always gonna be somebody younger, somebody fresher, and changing the youth is not about physically being young. It's about what can you do for the person coming behind you, coming from behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like what you are doing is gonna affect the person coming behind you. So how can we make that change, like little by little? So Maro, all love. We out.
Out.
We strive to motivate, inspire young minds so they don't go to waste. We call ourselves city, but we global. And everybody that has a voice is allowed to be vocal.